my issue is when I hit the stop loss, right? Then after that, the recovery plan comes in, which you mentioned the fourth plan or whatever. So I get very emotional, going over time again. So come to a point whereby my account keep not going. So it's either, of course, my strategy is not. I mean, I didn't follow my plan exactly, but is there come a point whereby you don't trade anymore, or you tell yourself, sorry, I don't do, or 10% is the max I lose that day, and I stop. Is that how you do it?
That's a good question, yes. Okay. So right now, your problem is that when you lose,
Yeah. I get
you
very-
revenge trade.
Yes, correct.
It's not plan for recovery. You cannot say it's plan for recovery.
Okay.
You are revenge trading.
Okay.
Same for every trader, right? Every trader in the world, when you lose money, you're gonna feel like, shit, I need to make that money back. Fuck, my bank account. You're gonna feel that money. So this comes down to three things. Three things on how to manage your emotions once you lose a trade. First, capital, which is what I've explained just now.
Yeah.
Capital, very important. If it's money you're not willing to lose,
Then
don't trade. Don't trade. This is probably the only mentor has ever said that if it's money you're not willing to lose, don't trade. First thing, capital. Second thing. Okay, first thing first. First thing, capital. You have to understand also why you feel like that. Honestly, this is the most important tip. Understand why you feel like that. Why do you feel like you want to recover? You look deep into yourself.
I hate to lose lah.
Hate to lose.
Yeah.
So it's not like you have people to support. No lah. Memang have lah, but
No, I have, of course, but of course it's just the emotion comes up in me. It's not also a very big account, but I still hate to see red.
memang everyone hates to lose,
correct,
right?
I know. So that part I think is tough, and I think my emotions get the better of me because I trade quite a while already, and the same thing still happens. But now the lifeline that you mentioned is the recovery plan, which I think that I haven't mastered that because I'm still making more mistakes after that. But for you give your signals, right? You first one you lose, second one you say plan for recovery. Then 5 minutes later you have another trade. Then boom, you make back you make back more. So that part is the one that I want to follow, but I know it's hard for my own self. So yeah, maybe because money I cannot lose, but I do not know whether that is the real issue. It's just I hate to lose. I guess.
There's emotion in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
So first thing, capital, right? Second thing, also what I was explaining just now about risking 10%. As I said, grow your account first.
Yeah.
If you lose 10%, as what you said just now, just stop.
Yeah.
You lose 10%, just stop. Antai lu. Next day you recover.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're focused on not flipping. You're not focused on flipping your account. You're focused on growing your account, slow and steady, until the point where you feel safe. You don't feel that emotions. Fuck, I hate losing. Because you already have. You already have what? You already have profits. Let's say I give you an example. You deposit 1k, you flip to 10k.
Yeah.
You lose 2k. Do you feel something?
Not really. Not at all. I mean, I have done that before, but then I lost more after that.
But that initial part,
Yeah.
you don't feel anything.
Yeah.
You lose 2k.
Yes, correct.
I have profits, man.
Yeah.
But that is the most important part.
Yeah.
That place, you must stay aware
Yeah.
that you have these emotions. You must always be aware that you have these emotions.
Yeah.
You have to analyze yourself. Honestly, trading is not about analyzing the market only. Analyze yourself. Why do I feel like this? How do I solve this problem?
Yeah.
That is the second tip. Analyze yourself. Third thing, set rules. For example, set rules for yourself. You know you have these problems, right?
Yeah.
It's not a problem. You know you have every
Just
single
need to,
set a rule. For example, you revenge trade. Then you risk 10% only. If you lose more than 10% of your
Just
account,
stop for the day.
stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. Follow your rules. Stop. Delete MT5
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Just stop. Risk 10%. Second rule, maybe you take 2 trades a day.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I take 2 trades a day.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me? Yeah, maybe 2024 I did that, but 2025, 2026, have you ever seen me give more than 2 6 a day?
No.
Exactly. 2 setups a day. Stop. Done. Win or lose, done.
Okay. Thanks.
Because all you need is just one setup.
Yeah.
One
Yeah,
setup
yeah.
made me.
I understand. Yeah, that part I understand. Well, I'm taking less trades now already. And the other thing is, you go to MT5 and my Singapore account, right? The time frame is different. So that one is maybe 3 hours after or before Singapore time if you go on MT5. So let's say if you are living in the Philippines, let's say I'm living in Singapore, the closing of the candle is different. Does it matter or no? You just look at what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So let's say if I live in the US, let's say, but the candle is 1 hour earlier, but because the candle closes earlier, or it's the same.
Same.
It's the same.
The market is the same. Completely, every market is the same.
Okay.
Maybe the broker is different, ONDA, for example, candle closure is different. But the support resistance is all the same zone. Depends on the broker you're using only. Time frame doesn't, time zones doesn't matter.
Okay, then the other question is, let's say you talk about the 10%, right? Is it you say it's not a hard stop. It's more like you want to wait for it to hit there, then you cut loss, correct? So it's versus it's cut loss, not stop loss, which is different. My style last time is I put stop loss. If it hits, then I stop. But now I feel not safe when I don't put a stop loss.
Correct.
For you, because I know you like, okay, if US channel form and then break out, then you close. But what if it gaps down, you know what I mean, big time, then my whole account is blown. So that part is the part I also struggle with. Is the solution going down to the lower time frame and making sure that everything is in place?
The solution is to analyze.
Yeah.
Analyze higher time frame, analyze lower time frame. Where are, let's say you're buying, where are the lower time frame zones to buy as well?
Yeah.
For example, you buy the H4 zone. Maybe it will spike down to M5. Maybe it will spike down to M1. Maybe it will spike down to M15.
Yeah.
That is what we call a spike. It spikes down to the last possible zone. So where do you layer?
The last zone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once you lay the last zone, there is no other place. If it breaks out that last zone, cut. If it breaks out, no matter whatever time frame, M1, M5, if it breaks out that last zone, cut. Why? That breakout is so important. Breakout, cut. It's gonna continue going down. So lay the last zone, breakout last zone, cut. Cut.
So
After you cut, wait. After you cut,
yeah.
santai, don't rewind
Yeah.
shit.
So the part about also layering, right? You mentioned go in 2 or 3 layers, correct? So the last zone you enter the most. I find myself entering a lot at the first zone, so I don't do that. I should wait for the second or third zone. But what if it never hits? Then I will just keep it as it is.
Correct?
So what if it never hits the last zone? So the first zone, I usually enter some. Then reach the second zone or third zone, then I'll enter more, correct? But how do you do with the emotion part whereby you tell yourself, I must wait for it to enter that zone. If you don't enter, then there's no trade. So you waited the whole day, freaking whole day already, then it doesn't enter, then you don't enter at all. Then you just
You're scared of
leave it.
FOMO.
Yeah.
It's FOMO. That's why we call FOMO. What the question is, honestly, this is what I always ask myself.
Yeah.
Do you want to win or do you want to lose?
Yeah.
You
If
hate
it doesn't
losing,
hit,
right?
then too bad. Yeah.
You hate losing, right? So you have to ask yourself, when you feel FOMO, do you want to win or do you want to lose? You want to risk your account or you want to profit?
Yeah.
Simple as that. Because trading is all about probabilities. You want to take the most probable trade, the best trade. Once
Then you just leave it.
Exactly, just leave it. That is the mindset that 30 pips people give you. Is like, FOMO. They give you that. When they spam signals, they make you feel that FOMO. It's like, oh, profit 30k USD, profit 100k USD, they spam 10 signals every single day. They want you to feel that FOMO. They make you want to trade. And that is the problem people have with that mindset. So, once you have FOMO, once you have any emotions, ask yourself, analyze yourself. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? If you take this trade, most likely are you going to win or are you going to lose?
Yeah. If it's
Because I understand the emotion also.
yeah,
When you
I'm
lose,
sure
right?
you've been there. Yeah.
When you lose, it's like, tekan je, recovery,
Yeah.
MC. But you have to analyze yourself.
Okay, then I think one more question I have is entry, right? So I look at the H4, then I go on H1, I go on M30, I go M15, I go M5. So I sometimes I go as low as M5 when I see at H1. You mentioned multi-level time frame, right? If I see the breakout at H1, how low can I go to? If I see the rejection at H1, sorry, how low can the time frame should I go? One time frame down? Because I find myself, I go to M5 because I want to find something to fit my own. But sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So my thinking is, if I find the rejection is at H1, my rule for myself is I only will go to M30 or maybe the most M15 to find the other two combinations. Is that
good.
Yeah.
That's good. The higher the time frame, the higher the stronger the
So
zone.
I don't go so low to find, right? Because
You can
I
just
find
mix
myself
it.
doing that.
Let's say you have M30 confirmation.
Yeah.
Mix it with M5. Mix it with M1. Just mix it. As long the more confirmation you have, the better. The more confluence, the more confluence you have, the better. Okay. Jom.
Thank you.
No problem. Learn anything today?
Yeah, of course, I learned. Thank you.
Okay. You also profit kau eh. No lah, but okay. First, I deposit my account for like 1K. Total, I think deposit 6K lah. Then first time I 1K deposit, second time 1K. But my account boom. Because why? I FOMO, I greedy. Yeah, first time like you want signal, I can bomb my account. Why? Because I over layer. I know manage my risk. So like in zone I layer all the way layer until last zone. But in your live trade you will say lah, don't layer all the zone inside, right? You say first zone and last zone, or first medium last zone, layer at the zone. So I could learn myself also. Then the next is deposit 1 or 2K, then I flip to 4-5K like this. Yeah, the account, yeah, but the time I think got the news then dump 2,000 bits, 3,000 bits, then I full margin at the last zone hash but he dumped to next hash so my account boom.
Full margin 5K.
Yeah. They boom. I greedy already at the time. Then after the account boom, I could raise around 1 week like this. Then next I use my own account 1K flip to 20K.
1K fixed to 20K.
Yeah, but the account still there lah. Then one time I think I cooking something. Yeah, I cooking dinner. Then I hold my layer. No layer. I just put my buy limit and hold one setup. Then after that I cook. I see my phone dump 2,000 bits. My account minus 10,000 plus. Wow, I damn shake. Then my account still get, I think still have 3K only. Then I use 2 or 3 days. I earn back 10K. Yeah, but I know not like the layer lah. I just set the buy limit, then how to TP at where. Yeah, first if I layer, I would be greedy lah, because I scared later he spike my account minus a lot. So and now I just learn your confirmation like day zone H4 H1 M30 M15 M5. If the zone like 508 have day confirmation H4 H1 M30 M15 M5, the strong confirmation at day, I will set the buy limit at day lor. Yeah, so if he spike,
Personally, I don't use buy limits. I enjoy myself.
but I know free to trade, I need work, then I just set the buy limit and deeper zone but I know not set the buy limit at
But I
the middle
recommend
zone.
it's a SL now. SL.
Yeah, because
Buy
the
limits
market,
is SL. The market very fast.
the market
One
very
tip,
fast.
one tip I give you. But other than that, honestly, you have no question. You're profitable.
Yeah, but I still got
Some things to work on.
yeah something like okay. First I buy at the strong confirmation. For me, strong confirmation is like you go day confirmation H4 H1 M30 M50 M5 and the same zone. So I set the buy limit or layer at the last zone. So if sometimes he touch reject 60 pip then dump 200 pip like this, go to the next day buy zone. So this time I will like scary lah. So I just cut loss. Is this okay? If like the last zone M5 break, I will cut also. Sometimes the M1 like spike only lah, hit down 200 pips, then suddenly fly back. So I will like say, if the M5 okay, H4 H1 M30 strong confirmation there, then H1 still got last zone. If it M5 breakout, should I hold?
If the effect breakout,
Hold to last zone, but last zone have 300 pips more. So it,
then there's not fucking last zone.
Yeah.
Just cut loss. 300 pips. You draw down. You can handle that drawdown 300 pips. Now ask yourself, can you handle that drawdown 300 pips?
high risk my account like
Fucking high risk,
fucking high
bro.
risk, 300 pips. So last
Your
zone.
maximum 100 pips lah. You have to be aware when you enter. It has to be at least 100. It has to be within 100 pip range. Your last zone has to be within 100 pips range. You say SL last zone. If it breaks out last zone, you cut. The last zone doesn't mean it has to be the last zone. If it's 300 pips away, that is another zone already, bro. Complete a different planet, bro. So you have to understand there's a range within the last zone. If 300 pips, you will come handle or not. So, antai lo, there's no need to hold every single trade. Let's say it's the last zone. There's no need to hold the trade just to recover the setup. Okay. Just cut this. Wait for the next setup. 300 pips, think about it. Okay, you give me a scenario, right? If it breaks out of this, it goes to the last zone, 300 pips. Why not? You just cut loss, minimize the loss. When it goes back down to the last zone, enter again.
Yeah.
Is it more safer? Yes, it is more safer. So yeah. Boleh.
Boleh.
honestly, like there's no. You ask me like one question.
Yeah, because
Give me your feedback. 1K to 20K and 30K.
I learn a lot for your confirmation.
That's good. That's what I try to teach. Like every single, I want to teach people to the point where they don't have any more questions. Like a lot of people in my typical life, they ask me stupid questions. I'm very pissed on sometimes because everything is already answered. Everything is already answered.
Yeah, sometimes they're scared. Like you send the signal, like you SL put like 6-7 like this, then suddenly spike to 6-4. Many people to very scared. Say need to cut loss or what. But for me, I will analyze myself like if the M5 it break zone or the M1 liquidity gonna break, I will cut the setup up. Like some sifu like 30-40 pips like this. He send the signal, I will analyze myself also, see the zone have my setup or not. If I have the setup, I also entry.
Okay. So you don't. The guy has no questions for me, bro. He's just telling me his progress from 1K to 20K. That's good. Congratulations, man. So maybe when I come back to Singapore, you come find me. Yeah, sure. Okay, jump.
Thank you, Gab, so much for really helping my trading journey.
No problem, man.
Thank you. Yeah, because honestly, I have spent 5 figures learning courses from various, and honestly, some Sifu are really not of the same quality as you, and that I speak from the bottom of my heart. Yeah, and really they charge
Absurd amount.
crazy amount.
Crazy amount.
I don't mind paying if it's quality, but really those they don't produce result. But yet, what I learned from you for free, amazing, it produce results. So I think what you do is really great for everyone, not just in my country, but I think all over the world. I really respect that, and this is what I aspire to be, to learn from the best, and hopefully one day I can also help somebody to grow in their journey, and help to support the family, because helping each other in the community is really what I also have the same feeling. Yeah, exactly. I feel good. Yeah, exactly. When I help somebody, I feel good myself. I think I have the same mindset as you, and I feel good. So I really share the same mindset as you. I think what you do is really great. So basically, yeah. So I'm so happy that to see you. Actually, I cancel my flight just to come and to meet you. Yeah. Yeah. So that really I cannot give up. I'll give up anything just to have this moment to have a chance to meet you, to learn from you.
So much. You say this to me, my heart like, thank you so much for saying this, man. Like sometimes when I teach online, it's not face to face, I don't know how many people I'm helping. I don't know whether they're feeling good about it. But you telling me this is like,
it's really heart to heart and face to face that I'm able to share the joy and the honor and thankfulness, to someone who has helped not just myself to everybody. This knowledge stays with me, and also to whoever I help in the future. So I think that's great. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So aside from this, I just have 2 questions to ask you.
No problem.
Yeah. So just wondering, in this manipulative market, do you think it's a good idea to hold swing trades, or is just intraday we make our gain and that's it, we keep our profits and wait for the next day, or we hold swing? What is your view on this?
Honestly, it's better to take intraday now.
Okay.
Much better to take intraday, because intraday 500 pips.
Okay.
500 pips. Swing trading, people consider swing trading is 100 pips, 200 pips.
Yes.
But now one can go 500 pips. Just TP. I recommend in this market, manipulated market, just TP.
Okay.
Honestly, because it's so easy to go up, it's also easy to go down. So fast. So just TP. When you see profits, just TP. Because that profits are usually 200, 300. Yeah. Just secure your profits. In this market, play it safe. The market is different now. We have to adapt to the market. We have to play it completely safe. So you see profits, TP. You see it's going to go down more, cut. Play it safe, completely safe.
Okay.
For this market, I recommend you protect your capital. Because I know a lot of people, they MC also, because market fucking crazy, bro.
Yes, it's crazy.
No one in the world has ever seen this market.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 100% manipulated market, because this is war, and the worst war in my lifetime I've seen in Middle East. Whereby they are just Iran is just bombing all the surrounding countries, and everybody is expecting gold to go up, but yet it do the opposite.
Exactly.
So it is already a warning sign that it's a manipulated market. The big boys are in control of this market.
Correct.
Yeah. So it's really a market for experienced traders. I think so. If you are not careful, you can easily MC. So I won't be surprised even experienced traders can get MC in this kind of market if they're not careful.
I also MC.
Yeah.
I'm going to be transparent. I also MC.
I think a lot of here people MC is normal. So the plan is how to recover back also. Yeah, that is also important also.
But for this market, I recommend everyone should play it safe.
Safe. Okay.
Safe, slow and steady. Don't try to. In this market, it's very easy to get emotional. Like you see, him 1,000 piece. Oh, what the fuck, man! Right? You gotta chill, play it safe.
So let's say if recovery trade, is it advisable to sometimes in the past you say go double lot, full margin or but some seafood say full margin or double lot. Do you think it's a good idea, or we just play as per normal, our normal game, and see how trade goes? Or?
Honestly, it depends on the level as a trader. For example, what I explained just now. When I first started, I was nothing. I had that capital I couldn't lose, 1k to 10k. 1k to 10k, I fit to 10k. I had capital I was willing to risk. But once you get to that level, that's on you. You want to do whatever, it's fine because you already have capital. But obviously, you have that risk management, 10% first, 10% first, 10% first. The initial state is the most important, but I'm pretty sure you already passed that initial state, right? You already flip what every single day, 5k, okay,
Okay.
But if you talk about double lot and full margin, I never recommend anyone to full margin. Never recommend anyone to full margin. Double lot is fine, depending on the setup. If it's a daily, 3 confirmations, all the plan for entry, strongest zone for entry, double lot. Because that setup is most likely going to fly. But if it's a M1 time frame zone, then you full margin, and that is the reality of every trader. They full margin at M1.
And one last question I'll ask you: when do we use a touch trade, or is it advisable to use touch trade, or we wait for the price to go there, we observe and see the confirmation? What's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, when I take touch trade, I rarely take touch trades. Some of you may think I give signals based on touch trade, right? But actually, they are higher time frame confirmations. For example, some of you may see only a H4 buy zone, but what I see is a daily rejection, daily new setup form, H4 breakout zone, RBS. But what you guys see is only a touch trade. So you have to understand, you have to analyze every single time frame for confirmations. Confirmations are everywhere. First thing. Second thing is that just don't take touch trades. As I said, play it safe. This market, play safe. Don't take touch trades. Use the plan for entry. Touch trade, honestly, is not my plan. It's not in my plan for entry. It is just if I feel like it, I have the balls, I have the capital, I trade. But as traders, it's safe. The most important thing as a trader is to protect your capital. Protect your capital. No matter what. That is your savings, that is your money. You work fucking hard for it. Don't lose it.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate
No
all the
problem.
advice. Really, thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for
Thank you so much.
cancelling the vacation.
No problem.
Legit.
Anytime, bro.
Easy.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hope you
Yeah.
flip to 100k USD.
Okay, thank you.
Flip even Cao Cao.
Okay, bro.
Let's go. Nayong, I know. So how are you?
Good. Maybe I hope for you lah. It's not you keep holding. Yeah. So I think basically I've been trading for about 1 to 2 years for gold. So I think my main problem is emotional trading and revenge trading. So whenever I have a loss, right, then I have the tendency to want to enter again very quickly. Then it will snowball to very big losses. So I'm actually trying to overcome that. So I don't know whether do you have any tips for me to like.
Any tips? Actually, I give the same tip to this guy. No, not. That's the guy.
I think somebody asked just
Yeah,
now.
so same the question. So the same thing. First, why do you feel emotional?
I lose money. So
Why? You have to go deeper. You have to analyze yourself. This is the best tip I can give you. Not just analyze the market. Obviously, you have to analyze the market. It's the most simple thing. Common sense. You have to analyze yourself. Why do you want to recover? Obviously, because you lose money, right? But why do you feel that need to instantly recover? Recover is normal. Recovery is good. Why do you feel that need to instantly recover? Is it because of FOMO? Is it because like you need that money today? You have to understand. Once you understand the problem, then you can solve it. That's why for emotions, for psychology, I can only solve your problem once I know your problem. I can only give general tips if I don't know your problem.
I think it's FOMO definitely is one of them. The other one is I really hope to be able to make it so that I can quit my job and I can support my family. So I think that's the underlying behind it.
Now we have that underlying. We have that understanding. You want to help your family. You want to retire. Then ask yourself this. Once you know this is your dream. This is your goal, right? This is your target. Once you have that reason, you can become profitable. It's not I'm saying this because like I'm the general type of seafood, because it relates to your trading. Once you know the reason, you can analyze yourself. You can ask yourself, does this contribute to my goal? Does this trade help me become profitable so I can retire my family? If it doesn't, no trade. Done. No, nada. Right? Simple as that. So first, analyze yourself. Now you know your reason. Want to retire your family. Every single time you want to reverse trade, you lose money, whatever, ask yourself, the next trade I take, will it contribute to my goal of retiring my family? I guarantee you, once you ask yourself that, you're going to hesitate, you're going to analyze again, you're going to find the 3 C's, you're going to find the higher time frame zones, then you're going to become profitable. Because you're taking the right trades, not the wrong trades. You're not gambling anymore, you're not full margining anymore, you're not reverse trading, because you ask yourself the question, the important question, does it contribute to my reason? Once you do that, profitable.
Okay.
Does this help?
Yeah, definitely. Another one would be a more technical one. So, because we've been saying about the last zone, right, and it breaks out of the zone, right, will you consider a sell if it breaks out of the zone instead of like just forget
Depends on
about it?
storyline. I always take trades based on storyline. Have you learned my storyline?
Yes.
Right? The 3 C's, same thing. 3 C's, bullish storyline, bearish storyline. Depends on storyline. If the storyline is bullish, rarely I take sells. Depends on storyline. That is why I say it must connect. Everything I teach you, type of SNR, this, multi-type, whatever, it must all connect to one whole strategy. Not just to use type of SNR, but you must connect it with 3 C's. Connect everything, then you can understand the trade. Simple as that. My strategy is it's not RBS, not trend line. It is every single thing together. That is why, honestly, all your questions have been answered by me before. By my strategy. So, backtest your strategy, learn the strategy, analyze yourself, and learn to analyze the market with my strategy. That is the best tip I can give you.
Actually, how do you do back testing? Like, do you really like one by one go and analyze the? It means you go back to the different.
Legit. Replay, trade. You can use FX replay, you can use gold charting. It's actually very fun. You know, it's like, think about it. Let's say you're backtesting. You're backtesting the entire market. You take the right trade, you profit out. Just imagine you're trading real on backtesting. It's fucking fun, bro. You have to brainwash yourself. So, how's your progress in trading then?
Ups and downs also. So some months it's been very good. I think a few months it has been good, but then the last 2 weeks was not good. The war is
The war is crazy.
really because the number of pips that come up down is way too much. So I had trades that I was holding like maybe 700 pips, then in the next 5 minutes disappear. So
This market is pretty safe.
yeah. So like what you say about the TP, I also learned today. So
That's good. I hope all of you learned something good today.
definitely especially when you say when it hits the roadblock, when it comes down, then we should TP and not hold anymore. Yeah, I think that one will help me a lot.
Definitely. That's nice help. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hope you become profitable.
Thank you.
Not hope you become profitable. I hope you hit 100k USD. Set a target. Set a target. Be more specific about your target. Okay, I guarantee you that will help.
Thank you.
Hello, what's up, bro?
Hi,
How are you?
good. So I'm Kav. I'm from Singapore, and I'm a beginner trader. I've only been in trading about 3 months. Yeah. So one of the biggest issues I'll say I'm facing now is like you mentioned earlier when we were talking holding. You know, the emotions, the psychology behind trading. I think that's what I'm struggling with the most. The technicalities, I more or less get it. I understand it.
Right, it's very simple.
Yeah,
Practice is
very simple. Yeah.
It's not like whatever bullshit. But before we start, have you learned anything today about emotions?
Yeah.
What have you learned?
So you need to essentially trust your plan. Important thing, have your plan, trust your plan, and then the following the plan is the last part. Yes.
Because that is the way the emotion is.
Yeah.
But your plan can counter that. Remember this, everything I've taught today is the plan.
Yeah.
Plan for TP, plan for SL. That plan is how you counter your emotions.
Right.
You cannot remove your emotions completely. There's no such thing, no emotions. No such thing. There is only how you can manage your emotions, how you can counter back your emotions. With what?
The entry, your TP plan, your SL plan, and your plan to hold.
Four
Yes.
plans. Plan to entry, plan to SL, plan to TP, plan to hold. These 4 plans are what is going to help you. And how you manage, how you use these 4 plans is with my mastermind blueprint.
Right.
So, honestly, what's your question?
I think actually you cover most of it just now
Right,
because
I cover-
you cover most of it because like I said before, it's mostly the psychology and the emotional aspect. So prior,
It's all up to you.
Right.
I can give the same tip as I gave to 2 students already.
Yeah.
Is to analyze yourself. What is your target in trading?
so obviously it's to become a profitable trader. If we are speaking, because I want to help my family. Honestly, my main priority is to just fully retire my mom because. So I live with my mom and she's been doing almost all the work. She's very hardworking up until now, and actually it's her birthday tomorrow. And I still am in a position where I cannot really give her anything amazing or anything grand. So my goal right now, hopefully by next year, if I do become a profitable trader, I want to give her back from that point of my life to the end.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. If that's your goal, you know your goal. You want to help your mom. You want to retire your family. Use that to analyze yourself. When you have emotions, you feel FOMO. FOMO is fear of missing out.
Yes.
When you have FOMO, you want to take a trade, right?
Yeah.
When you want to take a trade, ask yourself this: does this trade contribute to my goal of becoming profitable? Every single time you take a trade, ask yourself the same questions: does it help towards my goal to achieve my target of retiring my mom? If it doesn't, don't take a trade. Because what you want in trading is not to gamble. Because when you gamble, you lose.
Yeah.
It's to take a trade where you have the most probability of winning. And that is a problem most people are facing. I'm saying the obvious. Everyone understand this. I'm saying the obvious. But they cannot understand that.
Yeah, it becomes harder to. You can really only internalize it when you're in the trade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When in the trade, you have to ask yourself. Try to apply that. I can guarantee. I wouldn't guarantee, honestly. I cannot guarantee anything. But what I can guarantee is that you will have progress. Trading is like a spiritual fucking journey, man.
Yeah.
You learn something.
Yeah.
You learn something. You grow in life. So once you do that, once you have the reason, not just in trading, anything you do, you start a fucking business, start a cafe.
Yeah.
You can do it. As long as you have that reason. Yeah. So that is what I'm trying to start here. I want to give everyone a reminder of their reason. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you when I come back to Singapore.
Yes.